guys, Uncle J here, back in Space Engineers. It's been about a month since I've recorded, and I thought we would take a look at this ship, the PSY Tugcraft by Indy 113. Now, I just found this ship by watching a review video by Jack RGP. If you haven't watched his channel, I suggest you go over there and watch some of his videos. He does excellent job of reviewing our WorkShop ships. So check him out. So this ship, I really like this ship. It's a nice design. But we're not doing a review. What we're going to do is a tweak of things that I would change to it. Overall, I think this is a pretty nice ship. There's just some physics issues with it, and the longer I stand on this ship, the more it rotates, and I think that might be due to small clang from the ramp and thruster placement. So let me grab my character here and activate our jump pack. Our jetpack, and do a quick around the outside here in case you haven't seen this ship. We got two big large thrusters and all kinds of stuff. Now this is designed for picking stuff up and putting it down, which is one of my favorite things in Space Engineers and Elite Dangerous to do. And also American Trucking Simulator. At Uncle J's shipping company, that's our motto. We pick things up and we put them down. So this ship I already modified a little bit. What we have is I added 4 down thrusters to the top. Now this is obviously, when the person built this was for atmosphere only. But there is absolutely no reason why this cannot be used in space. So you would definitely need these. Also, you really need thrust on all of the vectors, especially if you find yourself at strange angles. You could end up flipping this ship and, well, you pretty much become a turtle on top of its shell. Now, as you can see, I added 2 thrusters to the front here, and I'll explain why. This right here is your pivot point for adding the front thrusters. The front thrusters, English, Uncle J, English. So you have, say, a shipping container, a probe, whatever you're picking up here, and then this is your pivot point. But then you have no mass back here to counteract the mass of the ship and the mass of whatever you're picking up. So to compensate for that, we have to add thrusters to the front. Now I would call this bare minimum, and a little later on we are going to do more than bare minimum. This is like our bare minimum of pieces of flare. That's it. Office space. My red stapler, damn it. This is our minimum flare. And I also lowered these down by 1, so we have our line of sight out of the cockpit. And I got rid of the magnetic plate that was here. I'll show you on this one. If you look at this magnetic plate, it's sticking out past these landing gear, and it kind of just, it's redundant, and it kind of makes these mostly useless. Mostly. And then I added a spotlight to help us see, so we now have 2 spotlights. Lots of light. I also added a camera here to help with docking, which I think is very, very important. Let me level my character. And as you can see, the ship has been sitting here for a while, and it is, yeah. I'm pretty sure it is because of this ramp. So let me just go ahead and re-level this. And this obviously this button is to raise and lower our ramp. And these are all blast door blocks, which have a pretty good weight to them. And I think the only way we're going to counter that roll is if we add a thruster over here to help with that. And we could sneak one in. See, there's an attachment point there. But I would want the thruster tucked in. I think I would have to think about that, because I really don't want to alter this wing. I really like this wing. Some really good greebling. Really ties in the ship in, you know. And I really like this this cowling here around this thruster. I really think it could use another one on this side to match up. But we got this instead. Which, I mean, I don't know, it gives the ship character, you know? So let's take a look at our K menu real quick. And as you can see, well, there was a group for the landing gear, which don't exist now. And then you can see everything is pretty much not in a group. It's visible. Me personally, I'm the kind of person who labels and groups everything. So this would drive me nuts. In fact, it does drive me nuts, and I am going to clean it up. And I will do that off camera. But yeah, this is the bare minimum I would do to tweak this ship. And I'm going to, let's do a Control C. We're going to copy and paste this. And then let's go with not bare minimum. So I would come over here. I would get rid of that. And then obviously these aren't going to be needed here. Alright, I'm going to drop that off. Those are still connected. Alright, good. So, what do we add here? Do we add an oxygen tank? So this would be space worthy. But then it would interfere with putting that back in. Actually, which ones are these? Are these the new ones or the old ones? These are the old ones, okay. So you could add a cargo container. Medium cargo container. What do you think, guys? Medium cargo container for ice, for storing ice? No. Let's go with we could go with this. We'll put you here. We could go with this, right? And then you do that. And then we could put our thrusters on the bottom of that. That doesn't really look right either. So let's get rid of that. So if we took this and we want to say add another down thruster, right? So let's put this in here. And then we're going to run these here. We could add another down thruster there. I'm going to add this back in. Alright. And then we're going to add this here, that there, and our number 7, and we can add that. That's not an attachment point. No, it's not an attachment point. So let's add in. Ooh, overshot that, didn't I, guys? No, I know what the problem is. It's this right here is what's holding us up. Alright. I think that would give us a lot more down thrust for picking things up. And with this, we technically could get rid of these. And then add another plate here for picking things up vertically, which would be more efficient with our mass ratio center of gravity. So let me shape this armor up off screen, and yeah, we will be right back. Okay guys, we are back. I went through the ship, added some lights, added some other parts. So let's go over what we did. Before we do that, if you noticed, there is a missing ship. The original ship drifted all the way over here, crashed, and exploded. And that is from the tilt and no top thrusters. So, yeah. So far, this ship has been sitting here, and it really hasn't angled. It's been staying upright. It's been staying level. And I think this right here was the, might have been the problem. Now this one is still level with the ramp down. So I think that is the cause of our problem. Now, I went and I noticed that this did not have a beacon or an antenna, so I stuck some beacon and antenna in there. I went around and I added some nav lights, some running lights. I added a lower mag plate here for picking up stuff from underneath. And I changed the large down thruster because this one was one block too far forward, and I was afraid it would burn anything that was wherever you were connected to. So I moved this back one, which means we had to go with this configuration over a third down large down thruster. And then I just shaped up the armor here, and then I added some naming to the side. So yeah, this is pretty much how I would change this ship. We got some flashing lights back here, our nav lights on the front, be seen from front, the side here, and the top. Normally I would like them a little farther spread apart, but working with what we have, that's what we got. Now, I did put some cargo containers over there from a ship I never finished building with the water mod. So let's jump in and I'll show you guys what I did. I also flushed out the toolbar, and let's go to our K menu. And I went through and I did the groups. So we now have groups for everything. Everything is labeled. And yeah, that's just one of my pet peeves, I guess. It's a little bit more organized. No offense to the guy who created this. Not everyone does that. You know, overall, it's a good ship. I like it. So let's go over the toolbar that I let's turn our signals off here. I modified. We got our landing gear auto lock on and off, switch lock. We have our ramp here, like before. We have, I split the gyros into two groups so we can turn off one group. Even with the one group turned off, this is how I prefer it to feel. Turn that back on. You can notice a difference. I probably could have added the fourth gyro to that, maybe. Excuse me, guys. So we have a down camera. Now, for the lower mag plates, I only have auto lock on and off because I left that to be used with the parking brake. So you land, you hit the parking brake, you're locked to the ground or a container. Number 8 is for our front camera, and then number 9 is for our connector. And then tab 2, I added our antenna and beacon on off. Our thrusters on off, it's all thrusters. And then hydrogen engines, battery recharge, stockpile hydrogen tanks, O2 H2 generators. What is number 4? Number 4 is our lights. But yeah, so we now have on off for everything and all the fun goodies. So let's go back to tab 1 and let's go get us a cargo container. And I also did, whoa, gotta be easy with this. I did lower the front legs. So we can see out the front. I'm going to turn on auto lock. Alright, we have a container. She's staying level. Now granted, this container is empty. And we can just take this and we could move it over here. And let's drop her. And then let's go grab our other container. Gotta be easy here on the throttle. Now granted, I'm doing all this in creative. I don't know how the hydrogen would get used in survival. So here we are. Okay, our auto lock is on. And I believe we just did we pick that up? Alright, let's go back out of this view. Yep, we picked that up. Alright. And if we want to drop this, we just hit the parking brake. And we'll just ignore that. And we can come over here and we can land. Making sure we're level. Then we are locked. Hit our parking brake again, and we are unlocked. So yeah, this is how I would change this ship up. Like I said, overall, it's a nice design. It's a good looking ship, and I think the author did a pretty good job. So if you guys want to check out this ship, it's on the workshop there. It's the Tug Craft, and don't forget to leave a like for the author of it. So this is Uncle J. Until next time, please leave a like, subscribe, and have an awesome day.